If you're looking for stupid, look no further. I'm your gal. You've come to the right place. Welcome back to my channel and to, I don't know why I'm sitting here in this spot, but this video is all about doing things a little bit different. Basically, last week I put up a video talking about products that I regretted buying, and one of you brilliant viewers was like, I have an idea. Show stupid products or products that you bought thinking that they would be dumb, but you ended up actually really liking, enjoying, and using them. And ding! I was like, oh, I've got many of those. Mostly because we watch Shark Tank and we can't contain ourselves, so we end up buying a lot of things on Shark Tank and or are inspired by the ideas that we're seeing on Shark Tank, so then we go on Amazon or wherever you'll see and end up buying these dumb things. But here we are. I love all these things. I fully endorse all these things, and I've probably showed you some of these things over the course of the last couple of years, but it's fun to have them all in one video, so let's just dive in and get stupid. First up, I mean, we gotta dive in with the Shark Tank stuff. It's this. This is a knockoff of a Shark Tank thing because we were not willing to pay the full price. We had to try the cheap version first, and in fact, it really works. This is a bug bite. What is this bug bite thing called? Bug bite. This is the bug bite thing. Basically, when you get a bug bite, you put this on and it suctions onto your skin, and it's supposed to, I think, pull out like whatever poison is in there, and it's meant to help stop the itch. And boy, it really does stop the itch. I love this thing. Jeff loves this thing. We have so much fun with this thing. I would say the only downside of this is it leaves like a bit of a hickey on your arm or wherever you're using it. And if you go a little bit like too insane with it, the mark will last for a while. But I really do believe that this thing stops the itch. I'll try to find the link to this specific one. Otherwise, I will put the Shark Tank one on. I'm trying to show you guys how it works. You really just gotta like dink, 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 and suction it on. Breaks every time, but don't worry folks, it just goes right back on. Dumb, but effective is my middle name. Okay, moving on. I have shown this before, I'm positive of it, but I don't remember when and what context, but this is something that I just, sometimes I go down those articles of like 50 weird gadgets that you definitely need. I feel like that's where some of these products came from, and this one is definitely from that list of dumb products that I definitely need. This is a brush cleaner, or rather a mechanism to help wash your brushes more effectively and easily. You probably have seen mats like these. It's like a silicone mat that has all these different like sort of grades on them and different textures that help really get into your makeup brushes to really clean them out. I have tried many of those, but they're still just like a little bit like haphazard, like you still have to put them in the sink or on top of the sink. It's just not for me. But this is awesome because you have actual control and you don't have to keep moving the thing around. You could just move your fingers as you see fit. And it really does the trick. Now, have I washed my makeup brushes in a long time? No. Am I disgusting? Absolutely. But when I'm ready, I will be using this. Scout's honor. This one's called the Brush Egg, but then it has the name Medley Susie on it, so I don't know. It looks like two people were fighting over the contract on this one, so they both slapped their names on it. Yeah. Next up, I did a video a while ago about like house gadgets or like kitchen gadgets that really are awesome and effective, and two of these items are coming from that video. But in case you missed that, this is one of those items. This seemed so stupid at the time when I purchased it. Again, probably from one of those BuzzFeed lists, but this is a magnet that goes on your dishwasher to indicate if in fact the dishes inside are clean or dirty. And if you, I was gonna say if you live with someone else, it's really helpful, but also for me, because I forget things easily, this is a great tool. We take this seriously and we use it, and it is effective. And honestly, sometimes when I wake up in the morning and I see that it's like this, I just turn my head the other way and I ignore it until Jeff takes out all of the clean dishes, puts them away, and flips it to this. This thing is great. Another gadget that I definitely bought thinking nothing of it, like I was like, oh, that's fun, and like click, like one of those like super dumb purchases with no thought that I would actually end up using it, which I understand is like counterintuitive. Why would I do that? We do these things sometimes. We make stupid moves. But as it turns out, this is one of my best stupid purchases of all time. This is a spinning dish cleaning brush, I think. It's a Black & Decker spin brush. Goes like this. I don't know why I brought it like this. It has an interchangeable top, so you can change it to like a sponge. There's another version of this brush. These are also able to be washed in the dishwasher. Then it just has a stand that charges it. It's awesome, and you think you don't need this. You're like, I have a sponge, I know how to like hand wash stuff. No, this really gets in the cracks, crevices, and deep dark places. The only thing I would say is like, you really want to dry this off before putting it back on, otherwise water kind of just gets all over the place. So we always keep something underneath it just to prevent ruining our countertops. But this is awesome. I love this so very much, and I feel like we would be disgusting without it. Thanks for keeping us not totally disgusting. Next, this is an item that I love so very much that people make fun of me for all the time, but I don't care, and that is this giant ass water bottle. It is huge, it is unnecessary, and it takes a solid hour to fill. I've talked about this before. I carry this around pretty much everywhere I go. I went on a little bit of a hiatus from it simply because it doesn't fit in the dishwasher, and also it really does take so long to fill up. But I'm always glad when I am using it because it really does get me to drink so much water and stay hydrated throughout the day and not have to make a million bajillion trips back to the water dispenser, you know what I mean? Like, especially when I'm editing all day, like this thing is great. It gives you like this motivation for like, okay, 7 a.m., good morning, 9 a.m., hydrate yourself, 11 a.m., remember your goal. Like it does, I don't know, cute. I feel like that's just kitschy, but the real thing that I love is this and the handle and the pop-up mechanism, the whole thing. This thing is great. If you need to hydrate more, get yourself one of these. I bought one of these for my mom, and I've noticed, Mother, that it is under your sink and it has no intention of ever coming out from there. So either you need to get hydrating or you need to give that to me. Maybe a little bit of both. I love you. I just really want another one of these, and I don't want to have to buy it myself. So bring it on over, Mom, but stay hydrated. Another item that is really something is this. This is a hook extender, although I think I lost the extension part. I don't know where the extension part went. In theory, this like extended really far, but I got this because I have a lot of hanging plants, and sometimes I'm just too lazy to get out the step stool and get up there. So I started using this, and it really, really works. Sometimes it's like a little bit treacherous. Like if your plant's heavy, you have to like really work on your balance, and like you have to breathe in and like namaste through and just like visualize it coming down. But it really is an effective tool. I also feel like you can use this for so many things if you're a short person living in a tall home, you know what I mean? Because you know, I've gotten out like all the kitchen utensils to try to get to the cereal at the top of the cabinet. I should just use this for that. But mostly I use this for my plants, and I think that it's great. But yeah, I feel like this is one of those like late night QVC things. I didn't get it from that, but I feel like it's just one of those things. And Jeff was like, whoa, you're turning into an old crazy lady. And the truth is, yes, I am. But at least my plants are staying hydrated. Now I'm using this to get to our next item. And the next item, I'm realizing all of these are things that, for the most part, I have friends make fun of me for in a very loving, jokingly way. But that is my Crocs, specifically the tie-dye ones, because these are really absurd. I did, in fact, buy these sort of as a joke. Like, I knew I liked my other Crocs, but I was like, oh, I'll get me and a few of my friends, I got us all matching ones, and I'm like, this was fun and funky. But I wear these all the time, unironically. Crocs are just so comfortable, and like these ones just kind of go with everything. I mean, I'm not going like out to dinner in these yet, but I definitely wear these on walks all the time, or if I'm going to the grocery store, and I get compliments on them. I think people just don't know like what to do with me, so they just are like, cool shoes, and I'm taking it as genuine because I just like to take a good positive spin on everything. Even if they're making fun of me, it's still a way to open a conversation. Definitely a dumb item that I definitely have used over and over again. Last but not least is an item that is outside that is too big to bring in here to present to you, but it is an old school radio flyer. We are talking a red wagon that the kids use. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it is something for children, typically. We don't have children. Why do you have that, Lisa? You look creepy and weird dragging it around. Well, let me tell you. As you guys know, I have been dipping my toes into home decor and doing room makeovers for people. So one of the rooms I was doing, I had ordered this red wagon to kind of use it like as a place for either storage for like stuffed animals or to put like blankets and pillows. I wasn't exactly sure, but it definitely like went with the theme of the room. This is all to say it came too late, and by the time it arrived, the room was done, and also the room was full. There was just simply nowhere to put it. So I decided to keep it for myself because I am a one-trip lady, okay? I refuse to make more than one trip from my car to the house when it comes to groceries, any sort of bags, purchases, anything. I refuse, but in doing so, I end up either getting marks all over my arms because I'm carrying all the bags, or my back hurts, or my shoulders hurt, or the bags break at some point and it's just a nightmare. And so, everybody, nowadays, I'm pulling around everything in a red wagon. Up and down we go. Where we stop, usually at my car or at my front door. Although I do feel like when my neighbors walk by, they're like, what is this crazy, like, why do they have a red wagon? Like, at that point, I might as well put out a whole swing set, put out all the kids' toys, like just really lean into the weird lady with kids stuff. Well, there you have it. Stupid items I bought that I actually really liked. Leave it to me to shop all backwards. When I really try my best to get something good quality that works well, it never does. But when I'm making stupid purchases, they somehow turn around and end up being awesome. I don't know what lessons we've walked away with today, other than that we will be walking away in our Crocs. But I hope that you had fun. I certainly was excited to share all of these things with you. I'll leave links to all these items below if I can find them. Some of these are a little bit old, or at least links to similar items if you want to get your stupid, delightful shop on. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow for another, I was gonna say stupid, but you know what? For another brilliant video. I love you guys, you intellectual, gorgeous people. See you tomorrow.